All right, so everybody, welcome to Exchange.js. Thank you for coming. Exchange.js is Edmonton's JavaScript meetup, and we've got a lot of fun things happening tonight, so I'm glad to see so many people out. We like to start every meetup doing really quick introductions. We've got a lot of people here tonight, so maybe we'll just keep them really short. Every month we like to have a different question that we give people, and so this month the question is, what development tools do you use each day? So, for example, my name is Mark Bennett. I'm a freelance developer, and the development tools that I use every day are actually probably the Chrome dev tools, because I'm doing a lot of stuff in there, and I basically open it up as soon as I go into Chrome. So, why don't we go this way, and we'll work our way across the room. Sean, I'll start with you.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm with Jobber. Every day I use Google and Stack Overflow.
I'm Nathan Fever, and I use Atom.
I'm Nathan Lee, and I use Vim, Emacs, and Chrome DevTools.
I'm Christian, and yeah, whatever is working at the time. DevTools a lot. And
Yeah, I'm Paul. I'm pretty much the same. Just kind of poking around Chrome at this point.
Great. Okay. Why don't we go along the back there, maybe? Just a second.
I use item 2 every day.
Great.
Kevin, he's a lot more batch than a lot of people do.
Okay.
And I have a Python package called CSV Kit because I look at CSV files a lot for some reason.
Cool. Okay.
I'm also Sean, also from Jobber, and I am switching from Atom to Visual Studio Code, and I also use a tool that blocks me from looking at Google and Stack Overflow. Reasons for that.
Yeah.
I'm Justin. I also use Visual Studio Code, TypeScript.
Great. Okay, maybe we'll keep going along the back there.
I'm Jason. Love Chrome DevTools. I'm in IntelliJ.
Great.
I'm Brad, IntelliJ, Chrome DevTools for the batch.
I'm Dan, Whitestorm, RubyMine, all of the Ember CLI, those things.
I'm Cheryl. I work with Dan, so I use the same tools.
I'm Steve. I use Angular, Clyde, VS Code, Git, DevTools, something like that.
Great. Okay.
My name is Alex. I use iTerm, Sublime, and Firefox.
Nice. Their dev tools are getting pretty good.
I'm Dana, using Visual Studio a lot lately.
Okay. We'll go on here maybe.
Sebastian, use the dev tools and Sublime.
Great.
I'm Zach. I use Chrome DevTools and Sublime. I'm Brett. I use Chrome DevTools, use WebStorm, sometimes Sublime Text.
Okay. Nice.
I'm Casey. I like Atom and a whole bunch of other tools.
Dave, I use Chrome DevTools and Sublime.
Great. Okay.
I'm Yuan. I'm a Java developer, so I use Eclipse and Maven every day.
I'm Robin. I use Chrome DevTools, Vim, and NetBeans.
Okay.
Jim, I'm trying to get Atom to work like Sublime.
I
don't know why I'm doing it. Now I'm back in Sublime.
Nice. Okay.
I'm Chris. Chrome DevTools, Tmux, and Emacs.
I want to go along the front here. I'll give you first.
I'm Abram. I use Emacs, Git, and Make every day.
I'm Eddie. I use Vim, iTerm2, and DevDocs.io. Something that hasn't been mentioned yet.
DevDocs, yeah. I don't know about that.
DevDocs.io.
What is it? Like what
It aggregates a bunch of documentation in just like one source. It skips like Googling things.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's just like one search engine. So, I want all documentation for Angular and JavaScript and CSS all in one place.
It's kind of like Dash,
Yeah.
but in a browser.
Yeah, that's cool. Does everyone know what Dash is?
Yeah, I was just going to mention it. It's probably, I forgot I use it because I use it so much. It's just like part of my life. It's a docs viewer, which is like really amazingly searchable. You can put up hotkeys and
Yeah. When it works offline, which I really like too. Yeah. What's my internet? Okay, why don't we carry on over here?
I'm Rajan. Been using a lot of IntelliJ and Sublime, I think.
Okay. iTerm, Visual Studio Code, Git.
And Nick, I'm using Atom a lot.
I'm Ben from Java. I use Vim and Tmux a lot. I was working on transitioning to Atom, but I am now transitioning to Visual Studio Code instead.
Just out of curiosity, how many people are using Visual Studio Code? Just show of hands. Interesting. So it seems like a lot of people have picked that up for a while here. Okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming out. It's good to see some people here. If you missed any of your neighbors' names, now is a good chance just to turn to them and introduce yourself again quickly. The whole point is to introduce people. So, thank you. And in case you missed it, there is free Wi-Fi here. So it's also written up here on the board if you don't get it on the slide. And I just wanted to make sure everyone knows that we have our next meetup on April 6th. So we've got a few spots actually that have opened up just with people having to go to town and stuff like that. We're really looking for talks on something like Vue.js, Elm, TypeScript, GraphQL, Core. WebAssembly is something that's having a lot of kind of action around it right now. And the other thing too is that we're really looking for some demos. So if you have any projects that you've been working on, we would love to see what people have been building. You can do something sort of like a demo camp thing where you just come up and show your code, show, you don't have to have slides or anything like that. So if you're interested, let me know, just grab me right after. You can always send me a tweet or get in touch with me with Gitter, email, whatever works for you. It's all on the Exchange.js.com website. So thank you. In news, there's a bunch of things that happened this week. So a bunch of them in terms of releases. Vue has a new release that changes some of the things in terms of how they handle the views. I haven't used Vue a lot myself, so I'm not going to speak to this too much. TypeScript 2.2 came out. It has some interesting changes for making it easier to work with libraries that kind of don't come from the TypeScript universe and don't have the types in place. It's gotten a bit more flexible and it's able to interact with those a little bit better than it could in the past. And that's good because that was often something that trips up people when they're first using TypeScript, is you just get a lot of complaints from your editor about things not being defined, and so it's not really that useful. So TypeScript 2 does a little bit to address that. There was new releases of Node, both the long-term stable and the latest. Babel had a new release, which we'll be talking about Babel in the Webpack talk a little bit, so for those of you who don't know, we'll go into that. Jest had a new update. That's one of the testing frameworks that's used a lot at Facebook. So if you're doing reactive stuff, it would be a good one to check out. And also Neutrino, I put on there just because it relates to the Webpack talk later. It's a useful kind of starter from Mozilla. And so it's got a lot of stuff out of the box that's handy if you're setting up new projects quickly. And finally, Visual Studio Code version 1.1 or 10. I think that's actually overnight here turned to version 1.11. I think they released 1.10 yesterday and then found some breaking changes and updated in the afternoon. So anyway, that has a bunch of new features, including support for Vue, which was interesting to see, as well as it has a new, if you use Atom or things like that where you have the minimap down the side, it has a minimap now, which is interesting. So it's kind of buried in the settings, but if you do use Visual Studio Code, it's worth taking a look at the changelog. There's quite a bit in there this month.
I think async await landed in that Node version.
Oh, in that one, did it? Okay. Yeah, I know that's been coming, and because it was in V8, I think a couple months ago, so that's good. Kind of related to that, actually, WebAssembly is a new kind of target. Instead of using JavaScript on a web page, you can use this thing called WebAssembly. And the interesting thing is it's sort of like a lower level set of instructions for the web page. And it has a text format so that you can read it as a developer. But it's interesting too, it also has a binary format, which improves the parse time and things like that, and can do a lot to improve the performance of the page as it's loading. So the really cool thing with that is over the last year, the browsers have just gone crazy. Like they really seem to think that this is going to be the future for targeting the web from a lot of different platforms. And they've just announced that the kind of consortium that's building this is ready for it to be released to stable in the browser. So this isn't the stable 1.0 spec. Basically what Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and WebKit have all agreed is that at this point, to get it moving forward, they really need to get some more data from people using it in production. And so already Firefox next week is going to have this enabled in the stable build by default. And Chrome, Edge, and WebKit have all committed to doing the same thing in the next couple months. So for something that was basically just being developed over the last year here, I think you're going to start to see a lot of websites using it in production here very quickly. So anyway, we'll get back to that a little later. Oh, and they have a new logo. I think hand in hand with that, they actually wanted to get an official logo. So it's meant, this actually isn't the greatest illustration, but it's meant, if you know that little kind of yellow JS square that you see a lot as like a logo for JavaScript, these are meant to kind of fit together. And so the WebAssembly logo fits with the JavaScript logo. So it was kind of a cute little idea, I thought. Other notes, we have our Gitter chat. I usually been mentioning this at all the meetups. It's just a nice way to kind of stay in touch between everyone. You can also follow us on Twitter. Yeah, and just another note that we're looking for some demos for the April 6th meetup. A couple other things here. I won't read all of these. These notes will be online too, but there's a couple interesting extra kind of credit things here that I've been reading over the last month that I found interesting. Anyway, I would point out ES6 modules in Node is something that's coming, and they're working through some of the issues there. There definitely are some issues, so it'll be a while, I think, before it's supported. But eventually you will see some kind of common imports there between Node and the browser, which will be nice. All right, were there any other releases or kind of noteworthy news or things that people want to share from the last month here? It didn't look like Angular or React or Ember had any big releases on their blogs over the last month. All right, so we're good. In terms of events, I'm not going to read all these. Most of these actually come from the Startup Edmonton calendar. They have a lot of events here now, so it's too many to put on one slide. Because if you're interested, go to meetup.com/startupedmonton. And I was just wondering, are there any other conferences or kind of events in the city here that people wanted to mention?
There's the DevCon, which is the Startup Edmonton Student Conference. It's only available to students, so most of you might not be, but if you are students, it's a really cool conference to check out. I think it's March, I want to say like 23rd, 24th, something like that.
Okay, and what is it called, sorry?
DevCon.
DevCon, okay. All right, we'll tweet out a link to it maybe after the notes here. Any others?
I'm pretty sure there's an open data hackathon at the EPL towards the beginning of the month.
Okay, is that like at the kind of temporary downtown location maybe, or where is it going to be?
Just like the Stanley Milner Library, like right around the corner. It's a makerspace.
Okay, is that open during the construction though? Do you know, or I know they moved a bunch of stuff.
The makerspace is in Enterprise Square now.
It's in Enterprise Square.
I think the open data thing is at Raccoon this time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, all right.
Okay, well, we'll find a link to that too and send it out. Thanks, that's good to know. In terms of jobs, there's quite a few jobs going on right now. I know we have Ben from Jobber, so maybe I'll just pass this slide over to you quickly this time.
Yeah, sure. So just real quick intro about what we do. So we build software for small businesses. In particular, small businesses do the work in the field, so maid service, landscaping, lawn care, plumbers, HVAC, those types of companies. Right now, in particular, like we're always looking for strong developers. Right now, in particular, primarily looking for quality engineers and data engineers. So I'll be around afterwards, and if it's interesting or you know someone I could get that from the app, or anyone else mentioned that they're from Java as well.
Okay. Just a show of hands, who is here from Java? So people know who to talk to. Okay, so talk to someone from Java if you need more details. All right, thanks, Ben. We also have Clio. They are looking to hire developers here in town. They are based out of Vancouver, but you can work remotely with them. They make practice management software for lawyers. Hey, is anyone from Clio here tonight? No, Jeff is in town. Okay, if you're interested in finding out more, it's a lot of front-end developers as well as Ruby on Rails. So just let me know if you have any questions about that, and I can get you in touch.
One really cool thing, this is a bit nonsensical, or not, this is a bit of a tangent that Field concluded last month, is when the travel ban hit the US, they partnered with a bunch of law firms in the US to actually make tooling and an app available for people who are getting affected by it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. Granify, is anyone from Granify here tonight? Okay, Granify, they do a lot of data science because they're involved in basically doing analytics on websites to help figure out what you can do to basically take a customer that is potentially going to buy something and give them an offer or something like that to turn them into a customer that does buy something. So that's where the data science kind of fits in. So they're looking for data scientists and software engineers. If you're interested in that, just let me know and I can definitely get you in touch. Shobi is still looking for a front-end developer too. They do connected classrooms. So you're doing a lot of front-end work there on devices like iPads, Chromebooks, things like that.
The web application and numbers.
Oh, and is it a number two? I didn't know that. Okay. Anyone from Shobi here? No. I'm gonna have to get them to get someone out and explain their product a little better. And True Home, is anyone from True Home or is Ryan here today? All right, and True Home is also looking for front-end dev. So they do stuff in the real estate space in terms of doing kind of algorithmic matching and stuff like that to identify housing fits that would work well with different buyers and stuff like that. I think it's a bit more involved than that. I'm not explaining all the details, but if you're interested and want to know more, just let me know. And anyone else with jobs? All right. Anyone looking for work? I guess maybe that's a better question too. If you are, just raise your hand, I guess, and people will know who to talk to. All right. Okay. So I see three of you back there. So on to our speakers. So we've got a couple talks tonight for you. One is actually going to be a fairly basic talk, I'm hoping. It's an introduction to Webpack and using Webpack, why you use it, things like that. As well, I'm also really excited to say that we have an introductory talk to Elm. I know there's been a lot of people that have been waiting for this talk, and myself included. So we'll be doing both of those tonight, so it should be exciting. Why don't we take a break for just a minute here? I'm just going to get a glass of water, and then I'll be back to do the first talk. So thanks, everybody. Okay, so we have a couple people to thank that help us do this every month. A big thank you goes to Jobber. They were our first champion sponsor this year and have really helped us keep things running smoothly. So thanks to Jobber. And the same goes to Clio. They really stepped in here recently too and helped us start experimenting with some of this AV stuff. So that was a big help too, and really appreciate that. So a thank you to Clio as well. And also, finally, a thank you to Startup Edmonton, who has been so good about providing us with this space every month and helping us advertise and let people know what's happening and things like that. So a quick thank you to Startup. All right, so just a quick reminder, next month, Meetup, April 6th. So if you can, put it in your calendars now. Otherwise, meetup.com/startupedmonton. And yeah, if you're doing fun stuff, we want to see it, let us know. I would love to see some demos from some people here tonight, maybe. Otherwise, talks are welcome too. And let's do drinks. Thanks.